Hello and welcome to SULKNATIONtv. In this episode, I'm dropping off my broken daily, my Volkswagen Golf Mark 7 1.6 litre TDI, all that power. I'm dropping it off to VWS in Exeter because it's broken. I don't quite know what's broken. It could be a combination of factors, but it feels like the back end isn't really doing anything. It's dragging. I'm feeling more drag when I'm driving. Is it a wheel bearing? Is it brake calipers? Is it brake discs? Is it a combination of all three? Well, I'll find out, hopefully. In the meantime, I've been dailying my Mini. So, yeah, we're going to discuss some of that later. Enjoy. So here's the wife picking me up after dropping my Golf off at VWS. Oh, as always, lots of room in the footwell. Is an R53 a good daily? No, not for me. Yes, I think we need to define what we mean by daily. Now, I'm not talking about commuting a relatively short distance to and from work. I have to drive a lot of the time, relatively long distances, 5 days a week. This car is not the right car for that. I wish it was, because it puts a smile on my face no matter what it does. I mean, you know, how could it not? It's loud, it's obnoxious, it's fun, and I'm smiling every time I drive it. Even with the amount of crippling pain that this car has caused me physically whilst I've been dailying it. So this bit of daily driving, in my concept of daily driving, my situation of daily driving, this bit, fun, excellent. But where do the drawbacks kick in? Well, as I inferred with the way that this car has basically crippled me, it's not comfortable for long distance journeys, not for myself. I'm relatively old, I'm nearly 38 at the time of filming. I have a bad back, I have internal hemorrhoids, and the driving position of this car, the best I can get it is how it is now. And after some of the journeys I've done whilst dailying this recently, I've got out of the car and I honestly feel like I've crippled myself. My back has been in bits, and you know, that's not the car's fault, that's my fault. But it just means this car is not right for me as a daily driver. But that's not the only reason. The amount of money in comparison to my diesel Golf to do the sort of distance that I would normally do my diesel Golf is so much more. It really is. It's a ridiculous amount more. And, you know, yeah, I can look at stats and go, oh yeah, it's this. I know that, of course I can do that. I can look at stats. But until you're doing it in practice, oh, it's eye-watering how much more this has cost to keep on the road to daily it, as opposed to my currently broken Golf. And that leaves a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Because, you know, I didn't expect to get anywhere close to what the Golf gets, but I didn't expect to get so far away from what the Golf gets. I mean, yeah, it still puts a smile on my face. My back is hurting. I'm skint. But, you know, the sounds, I mean, listen to because I'm overtaking. Look, there's a pink Mercedes in front of me. That's awful. That's a horrible candy floss pink, and you know, who wants that? Barbie? Where's Ken? In fact, the number plate says Barbie. Woo! But you know, there we go, that's a bit of fun. Overtaking, fun, loud, obnoxious, enjoyable. But the physical toll is not enjoyable. It takes away from the car. For me. Now, have I fallen out of love with this car? No, not at all, because I know how it performs on a B road. I know what I can do with this car, throwing it in and out of corners in relatively small spaces on roads. Now, I know what this car's built for. I know how I've built this car with the modifications I've done. It's not built to do the distances that I've been doing on a regular basis. It's not a car for that, for me. Whether it's my lack of physical dexterity as a man almost hitting his 40s, that's up for argument. But for me, this is not a good car for what I need as a daily driver. For you, it could be great. So I'm looking forward to getting my Golf back. Now, I never thought I'd say that. In the past, I've looked for opportunities to drive this car instead of my Golf, because it's more engaging, it's more fun, it's more analog, but it's certainly far more uncomfortable. And it's not just the comfort factor that goes against it, in my opinion. I mean, let me not say anything for a minute. Now, I don't know how well the camera's picking that up through its microphone, but I mean, it's all kinds of loud at high speeds in this cabin. It really is. It's loud to the point of distraction at times, and yeah, road surface causes a lot of that, and the road surfaces in the southwest especially aren't particularly good, and you get a lot of tyre noise. But the general noise for an hour driving down country lanes is awe-inspiring. It's hugely fun. Driving basically in a straight line down a motorway, no, not fun. Yes, I bang my tunes up, and that's taken away from some of the drone, but it's just, maybe it is my age, maybe it's just me as a person, but in the right context, everything that I'm moaning about now is absolutely amazing. In the context of driving it day in, day out like I need to drive for work, no. No, 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 no. Now, if you were to say to me, right, you're never going to get your Golf back, you've got to daily drive this for the rest of the time, all time, I don't know, just the rest of the time, would I be happy? No. Would I probably end up selling the car? Yes. Does the thought of selling the car upset me? Yes. Does the thought of being in constant pain with my back upset me? Yes. I've not fallen out of love with the car in any way. I love it. I love it. When I'm driving it as it needs to be driven, as it should be driven, this car is all kinds of immense. Driving it in lieu of my Golf for, you know, the best part of a couple of weeks, nah. If you're one of the viewers out there that disagrees with me, then that's fine. It's our experiences of what daily driving is obviously different. Our physical makeups are obviously different, and you're allowed to disagree with me. You can say, now, the reasons you've listed aren't fair. They are fair because I'm talking about me. The context is what my daily driving is, not what your daily driving is. All I'm saying is, if you've got to do long journeys in this car, once in a while, absolutely fine. Every day, no, it will break you. It's broken me physically, it will break you. I hope you've enjoyed this video either way anyway. I mean, you know, there's some nice bits of B-roll in it of the Golf going to VW GWS, and then the Mini in a Taunton car park with an overcast sky and it getting darker by the minute because of the fact that there's clearly going to be a bit of a storm coming. And until the next time, I've been me, you've been you, and well done for that. Let's do a little bit of a overtake this Golf just to make me feel better. See, it still puts a smile on my face. Hands on the wheel. Don't do as I do.